social animals. They can't live alone. But you can live pretty well by yourself.
All right, my name is Joe Craig, and welcome to the Joe Craig Podcast Show, where we try to keep it real and we try to report the truth. You might be asking, what is reeling? Reeling can mean, in a literal sense, and it's not in the dictionary, it's a word that means real. Telling, the act of narrating, telling, appraisal, notification, informing you. And the truth, well, you know what they say, the truth will set you free. And that's what we try to do here on the Joe Craig Podcast Show. Today, I have a touchy, very, very touchy subject that I would like to talk to you about. I have a special guest in the studio with me. We'll get to her in a little bit. The subject today is why white students need black teachers. And I have an article that was written by a white teacher. I'll delve into that in a short. The other piece is why and how me, as an African-American male, call me black, whatever you want to call me, we can impart some of our knowledge that can benefit students irregardless of their color. Today we just happen to be talking about whites. All right, my student friend, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. Why don't you introduce yourself? Who are you?
My name is Brianna Gordon, and I'm actually a film student going in for that.
Okay. And Brianna and I, let me back up a little bit. So I'm sitting at my desk. I'm a former teacher, so I kind of know what I'm talking about. I was kind of down in the dumps one day, and then this email popped across my computer. I read it, and I was like, aww. So much so that I took the letter, the email around, and showed it to my other teacher mates. And I got a little touched. Now here's some more history. I met Brianna when she was a freshman at high school that I used to work at. And I was impressed by her tenacity, attention to detail, and the kind of student that made me prepare, and super duper prepare before I met her. Well, before she came to my class. And it's ironic that she would be wanting to go into film because her projects were well above everybody else's. In fact, it put me to shame, okay? So, long story short, when I got the email, it wasn't surprising that she had changed her major from wanting to be, what was that?
It was an engineer, like a civil engineer, and then I changed it to bioengineering. I was all over the place.
Right, but then she finally came home, and I like what she said in the email. She is doing something that serves her purpose. Now, what did you I'm not going to talk. You go ahead.
I was just a very creative person, and it took me a while to realize that I don't want to do the math, the science. I want to express myself. And so I was finally following my passion, and that was really meaningful for me to actually come full circle at such a young age and pursue that.
And I'm happy she is doing that because she is producing the show right now. I like that. Yeah. So we're talking about how Caucasian kids can benefit from a male teacher, and let me give you my point on this. My thing is simply this. With all the dysfunctional things that we see on TV that portrays African American males in a negative light, is important to me while I was teaching for students that didn't look like me could learn me and learn our culture and benefit. And so we're going to talk about that. I have some articles that I would like to share with you. And then we're going to have Brianna give her own personal testimony. No, I didn't bribe her. No, I didn't beg her. And I'm Joe Craig, and you are?
Brianna Gordon.
And we're keeping it real, and we'll be right back.